what is the definition between, or the difference between the conscious and subconscious mind, and how do we use each of the two?
Well, the conscious mind is the mind that has the ability to accept or reject a concept. And so you can be reading something, you can hear something, a friend might tell you something, you can see something on the news, and you have the ability to be like, okay, I can accept that one. Or you can be like, nah, that's BS, I'm good. So it's your thinking mind. It's your mind of education. It's the mind that your educational system tends to work on. When we set a goal, we tend to use our conscious minds in order to create that goal. But here's the thing. We also have a subconscious mind. And the difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind is that while the conscious mind can accept or reject, while it can filter, the subconscious mind cannot reject. It can only accept. So whatever you accept consciously is going to go right down to your subconscious mind. And whatever your subconscious mind believes, you will express, whether you like it or you don't. It's your emotional mind. It's your feeling mind. So what I should do here, just real quick, is I should back up so your audience can understand how the mind works. So here's the thing. Your thoughts, the way that you think, those thoughts become your feelings. And your feelings become your actions. And your actions become your results. So again, thoughts, feelings, actions, results. And so the thinking part of it happens consciously. The feeling part of it happens subconsciously. The acting part, that's your body actually taking action, making moves in the world in order to create what you want, and then you get your results, which is the circumstances and the event and the people that you have in your life. But here's the thing. Your subconscious mind has been programmed, unfortunately. When you were born, you really didn't have the ability to accept or reject stuff. You know, your mom doesn't say something to you where you're 2 to 3 years old or 2 to 3 months old, and you don't go, oh, I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. Or oh, maybe I'll take that one. You accept it all. Right. Your conscious mind just isn't even really there. Everything is dumped into your subconscious mind, and it's becoming your belief system. And so think about it this way. Because here's one that everybody, or just about everybody, can relate to in one way or another. Think about the way that you were raised or how you were taught to believe about money, your money mindset. People have so many different issues, sabotage issues when it comes to money. And so, you know, when I was a kid, I used to hear things about, you know, people who make money are bad. They're greedy. You have to work really, really hard to make money. You have to have a really good education to make money. You have to have a degree and or you're going to be a failure. I learned that money doesn't grow on trees. I learned all kind of stuff. I'm not made of money, you know, I would hear. I learned that money was scarce. I learned that the only way that I would ever make any significant money is to win the lottery, right? And so those are statements that have literally been hardwired into people's subconscious minds. And remember, your actions, they're rooted in your subconscious mind. And so what happens for people is they will consciously, and I'm just going to say with the example of money, they will consciously say, I want to make $100,000 this year. Or they'll say, I want to put away so much money this year. Or they'll say, you know what, I want something called financial independence. I want to get out of debt. I want to be free financially. But if they still have this paradigm, that's what it's called, this collective group of this belief system in their subconscious mind, which has actually become their habits, then what you're going to end up having is this war going on in your mind and your body, where something just isn't right, where you can do it for 7, 8, 9, 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, but after that time, you start to sabotage yourself. It's like the person who says, oh, it's January 1st, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to start eating right, and then 2 weeks later, they've completely forgotten about their New Year's resolution. What happened there is that the subconscious mind won. Mm-hmm. And when the subconscious mind wins, you sabotage yourself, and you go back right to the same thinking that you had before. And again, your thinking causes your feelings create your actions create your results. And too many of us are looking at our results, I should say, and creating our thoughts from our results. We're saying, oh my gosh, you only have $50 in the bank, so you're going to have thoughts like what? Oh, I'm broke. I'm not deserving of money. I don't have enough money to support my family. I don't have enough money. I'm never going to have money because you have $50 in your account. And then what kind of feelings are you going to have? You're going to have I'm broke type of feelings. And what kind of actions are you going to take if you have I'm broke type of feelings? You're going to create broke actions. You're just going to get more of the same, but you're going to have the same results. And then, based on your results, you're going to continue thinking that way. What we have to understand is that it doesn't begin with the circumstances. It doesn't begin with the results. It begins with your thinking. As a man thinketh, so is he or she, right? And so we have to get down to the thinking and actually teach ourselves to think better, to see the brighter side, and to understand that what we see, let me rephrase that. We have to understand that seeing is not believing. See, we see stuff and we believe that's all there is. That's all there will ever be. That's all reality, and we're stuck in it. It doesn't work that way. For me, I can be stuck in very negative circumstances, but I won't accept them. I reject those in my conscious mind, and I create thoughts that say there's something better than that. And I'm going to decide what that thing is, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because when I think that way, that there's something better out there, it's going to create feelings of hope and optimism. And when you have feelings of hope and optimism, you're going to get hopeful and optimistic actions. And when you have those type of actions, that's the way you're going to change your results.